Welcome to Finding Your Voice with SMD. I'm so glad that you're here with me in my virtual classroom today. I did comment on the chat already, but it is not showing me any replies. So if you don't see that comment, please go ahead and check in. Are you here for the first time? Are you returning from January or February? Do you have kids with you today? Is anyone else singing with you today? Let me know what's going on your side of the camera, and checking in that chat on the comments there, and that's going to help me know how to best facilitate our time together today. Thank you so much for doing that, and hopefully I will be able to see it when it appears. Oh, come on. Show me less. Show me more. Hide. See all. You guys, just when I think I've avoided every technical issue, a new one arises. So I'm gonna jump out of that live video and back in, and we'll see if that helps. Let's go ahead and get started and make the most of our time together today. Start by checking your posture. Whether you choose to sit or stand, we need to be singing with a tall supported spine. It's great if you're able to stand today, but I did say come as you are, and if as you are means on the couch in sweatpants, you know what? Let's sing that way today, if that's the only way that we're able to sing. But I am going to ask you to sit up tall and to support your instrument from your hips all the way up to the top of your head. If you're sitting, and if you're standing, from the soles of your feet to the top of your head. A tall spine, but loose limbs. Lots of times when you think tall, our shoulders go up like this, or something else tense happens, and we don't really want that. We want a tall spine here, but everything else really loosey-goosey. So with our tall spine, let's bend at the neck and do a gentle neck stretch. One reason we are doing this, of course, if you're returning, you already know, is to release stress and tension from our instrument, which lives all up in this area. But another reason is to bring us into this moment and let us step into a mindful mindset, so we can feel where we are and feel that we're here in our bodies and here in whatever room we're sitting in and feeling very present. Another reason we do this is to, well, I was so in the moment and then I stepped right out of it and I missed reason number 3. If it comes back to my mind, I will let you know. Let's continue our stretches with some deep shoulder rolls. Oh, that's good. Okay. Very good. I don't want you to do like your gym teacher used to tell you to do, to just like waggle them around. I'm not sure if that was doing much. I'd have to refer to a physical education teacher. But let's do it nice and slow so that at every angle we get a deep stretch in our shoulders. All right, I'm going to try to jump back into our live video here. Let me join this discussion. Let's see. There's me. Let's mute me. Live video here. Let me join. Good. Sarah, you're distracting me. You're distracting me, Sarah. Okay, this is better. Thank you for your patience, everyone. I do love Jackie music, but I'm not trying to open a chat with her right now. I just want to mute this video. Okay, this is not working. Jumping back out, let's continue. And we're going to stretch our spines, our abdominals up through our shoulders. If you're sitting, Walk your hands around to one side. Oh, there it is. And let's make sure we're breathing as we do this. It's so easy. Walk your hands around to the other side. It's so easy to forget to breathe. There, I muted. Good, okay. So easy to forget to breathe when we're doing these stretches. Oh, but it's important to continue breathing. Okay. And then let's just get a little loosey-goosey. Whatever feels good. If you've got kiddos with you and maybe they got a lot of energy, jump around and get it all out. And if you're an adult with a lot of energy, you jump around and get it all out. Okay, we're going to move on. But before we do that, let's have another moment of mindfulness with our breath. We haven't really focused on our breath enough yet. Just bring your attention to your breath now. Notice where it's living. Does it feel like it's living up here in your shoulders, maybe in your throat, in your chest, maybe in the middle here? Wherever it feels like it's living, move it down to behind your belly button. Try that with me now. It might be a new sensation for you, but that's wonderful if that's the case. Let's discover that sensation now. So maybe we're breathing in our shoulders, but we want to move it down to behind our belly button. We are looking for that sensation of filling up this balloon called our diaphragm. Look for that sensation. It feels like being like an overfilled basketball, or like you just had 3 Thanksgiving dinners all in one evening. Like, that's the feeling we're going for. That's your diaphragm working to its full potential. So let's continue bringing our attention there now and having a mindful moment with our respiratory system. And notice everything else you can feel. You can feel the air cool your nostrils as it goes in and cool the roof of your mouth and the back of your throat. And as it goes out, you can feel that warm air hitting those same spots on the way out. Very good. We are one with our breath today. Okay, moving on with our stretches. We're going to do some face stretching today. If it's your first time doing this, it does feel and look very silly. I promise it will get less silly feeling every time and easier to do, and it's so good for your instrument, which lives all up in here. So we're going to start by making every face we can make. Get silly with me. That's what we're here to do. We're alone in our homes, and there's absolutely no reason not to be doing these things. Because no one can see us. So embrace that vulnerability. Eyebrows up. Man, mine are feeling kind of stiff today. There it is. There it is. And look, do one at a time if you can. Go ahead and try, even if you think you can't. It's fun to try. It's good to bring your attention into those subtle muscles in your face. That can be very useful when you're trying to achieve different things with your voice. Okay, eyebrows. Let's puff out our cheeks. Suck them in. Do it again. And let's move our jaw up and down, side to side, front to back. Okay, we're going to end with a little jaw massage. Continuing to get that tension out of there. Continuing. Really enjoy this time. Recognize this gift that you're giving to yourself, to your body, and to your instrument, and to your passions, to your maybe unpursued talents and abilities. But even just the gift of this massage to your tense facial muscles We tend to hold so much tension in our jaw. We need to get that out of there. Okay, let's buzz our lips a little. If you can't do that, try trilling your tongue. I usually find people can do one and not the other. I cannot trill my tongue. I can't do it. I swear I've tried really hard. So I'm going to buzz my lips while you trill your tongue. Okay. All right. I am finally getting into our discussion, I think, which would be so helpful. Show me, show me. Okay, continuing. Let's what do we want to do? We want to move on. We want to move on with an exercise now. We're going to do some hissing. We've done this before. It's so good for your respiratory system. It is a growth exercise for your diaphragm. Through this exercise, you will be able to sing higher notes, louder notes, longer notes, with more support, more richness, more depth of tone, and you're gonna feel great while you're doing it. However, this isn't a magic trick. This is an exercise, just like any other exercise in the gym, and the only way we can experience that transformation is by doing it regularly, on a regular basis, and with repetition, and for an extended amount of time. This is an exercise none of my students ever graduate from, and this is an exercise I have not graduated from, and I never plan on graduating from, because the longer we do it, the stronger we're gonna get. It just don't stop. So it's so cool. Let's go ahead and do some hissing. It's very simple, but I promise it's effective over time. I'm going to demonstrate first. I'm going to take one long breath, hold a hissing sound for as long as I possibly can, and then I'm going to challenge myself not to gasp at the end when I'm running out of air, but to gently fill up with a slow, relaxed inhale. I don't know if you could see it. There was a little shaking happening because I was really trying to hold it for as long as I possibly could, because that's the only way that my instrument's going to grow. If we're just making sound, we're wasting time, we're filling the air, but we're not growing. I want to grow, so I'm always going to hold that hiss as long as I physically am capable of, or even don't think I'm capable of. And if it helps you to sit down to make sure you don't pass out, that's fine. Let's do this together. One deep breath. Oh, I almost gasped, but I didn't. Yay! That was good. Let's try that together again. Good challenge. Good. I hope you can feel that down in here, almost like you've just done a few sit-ups. If you're not feeling that that sensation of having to work hard to hold that hiss, you're not holding it long enough. You can go longer. I believe in you. Go ahead and try it until you're sputtering and running out of air like your gas tank is on empty. And that's the moment when you're going to want to gasp, but resist that urge, because gasping is tension coming back in here. And we ain't got no time for tension. Guys, I'm so close to being able to see your comments. I can feel it. The wheel is turning, so hopefully the next time I look over, they will be there. And I'll be able to say hello specifically. All right, let's move on with a modification to this exercise. And I honestly can't remember if we did it last month or not. So if this is the first time, glad we're trying it out today. If not, this may be familiar to you. We're going to do staccato hisses. You may have heard that word before. It means short and separated. So this is this is holding out a note. This is the staccato note. Just the shortest amount of time that you can spend making sound. So we're going to do that with our hisses. And I'm going to demonstrate for you. Still off of one breath. We are not going to breathe in between our staccato hisses. That is the trick. And then we will take our relaxed, healthy inhale at the end. Oh, God. So that was very short and separated. You may have wondered if I was breathing in between those. I was not. I promise you I was not. So please do not do that either. That's how we hyperventilate. We don't need to do that today. All right, staccato hisses. We're going to try this together. If hisses feel weird, try shushes. Shh, 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 shh. A real big blast of SH, like you're in a movie there. Shh, shh. Really, really firm and commanding. Let's go ahead and do that together. And in fact, I'm going to do staccato shushes so that we can try that sound together. So you may have, I think you can see it a little bit, some jumping happens in the body with that, and it happens from down here. That's your diaphragm kicking into action every time you make that strong shush sound. So let's do this again, and I want you to put your hands on your diaphragm and really notice what's happening behind your belly button. Here we go. Oh, I was really trying to go for a long time. Very nice. We're going to do this one more time, a little bit modified, and that modification is we're going to speed up. With our long hiss, the main challenge is holding it longer and longer and longer every time you do the exercise. That's how you grow. With the staccato hiss, we do want to hold it longer and longer every time, or endure longer and longer every time, but another way we can also challenge ourselves with this one is to speed that staccato hiss up or shush up. The mistake would be to do it too quickly because we want to do it at a rate that our diaphragm can kind of keep up with, can be challenged by, but can keep up with and can grow from. We don't want to move too quickly. So let's speed it up just a tiny bit. Our staccato shushes. Here we go. commit to this exercise and you commit to growing with this exercise, what you're going to watch out for as you speed up and speed up and speed up over time is the sloppiness that's going to come in. It's going to start getting sloppy in the sound, not as tight, not as clean, not as short and separated. And that's where our instrument that's revealing that room that we have to grow. So challenge yourself not only to hold it longer, speed up over time, but also to speed up only as quickly as you're able to keep clean. So if you're speeding up so much that your shush or hiss gets so sloppy you can't get it reined in, you have jumped ship, and you need to come back to a step or two before and slow down a little bit and wait until your diaphragm grows into that. Okay, yay, I can finally see comments, and that is a big relief. Hi, Chris Becker. I'm so glad you're here. And I'm really glad that you're pointing out that this is something we can do together, even if you're having a day where you don't feel like being active. Come and hang out with me and learn things that you can apply on maybe tomorrow when you might really feel like in the mood for some singing. And you can also come back to this video at that later date and have this facilitation. But even just sitting on the couch and doing some breathing exercises is so much better than not, right? So I'm so glad that you're still taking advantage of this opportunity to be with me today. I always love spending time with you, Chris. And for those of you who don't know, Chris Becker is an all-star supporter of Sarah and the Underground, and we love her so much and appreciate all the ways that she supports us and encourages us. And she's a big word-of-mouth advertiser for us. She's a big Sarah and the Underground rep. We appreciate you, Chris. Okay, it's Chris's third time. That's awesome. This is our third workshop, so she is 3 for 3. Eric Ham is here a bit late, but here for the first time. Welcome, Eric. I'm so glad that you're here. If you have any questions while we're going along, type them into the chat. I'm happy to get specific. I'd love to get specific. The more helpful this can be to you all on the other side of the camera, that's what I want. That's what I want to get out of this, just as the most helpful experience possible. So thanks for coming today, Eric. I appreciate it. Awesome! And Chris is on the plan. Great, we are caught up. If you're just joining us, go ahead and check in the comments. I would like to know if you're here specifically, and if there are any questions you have, or any special ways that I can facilitate this directly to you today. Okay, we're going to finish our warm-up today with some sighs, or some sirens. We have done this before. This is a very silly and sounding and feeling exercise, but it does get better every time you do it, and it's so good for your voice. The reason we do this, there's so many reasons. One, this is a great exercise for your diaphragm. You'll be able to sing longer notes at more challenging pitches. And this is an excellent exercise for your vocal cords. It kind of warms up every part of your vocal range in a short amount of time if you don't have time to go to the piano and do a formal range stretch hitting every single half step. So this is kind of like a speedy way to do a vocal range stretch. And I'm going to demonstrate for those who are seeing this for the first time. This is called sighing or sirens. For me, it helps to think of like a really long day or week or month when I'm just like having the sigh of my life. The most musical sigh ever. And we're going to do this from our highest part of our voice to our lowest to begin. Let's try this together now. Ha is the sound we're making, and that H at the beginning is very important. Try it again. Try to go a little higher each time. Very good. Now we're going to reverse directions, but everything else is the same, except we're sighing from low to high. Here's your demonstration. Very good. Again. Or please try it. I'm going into teacher muscle memory. Please try this with me now. I'm sure it feels very strange, but keep embracing that strange feeling. Keep being vulnerable and brave with me. I believe in you. Very good. You may find that you're struggling to reach a higher range, so let's try one thing that might help you. We're going to go low to high, and as we go high, we're going to raise our eyebrows up in the air. It sounds too easy, but I promise it's going to immediately produce a result for you. Here we go. Did it work? If it didn't, don't tell me. I'm just kidding. Let's be honest. But I hope it did work. Eyebrows are a tool that we use all the time, and if you are a returning attendee like Chris, you know that already from our past song tutorials. I believe in January we sang Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis Presley. In February we sang Can't Take My Eyes Off of You, which was a special request from returning attendee Mark Proud. And today we are singing Make You Feel My Love, originally written by Bob Dylan. You may be more familiar with the versions from artists like Adele, probably. So it does not matter to me who is inspiring this sound in your head, but I'm hoping that you got all the notifications throughout the week about the song choice and how to print the lyrics. And got those lyrics printed at the beginning of our session. If not, that's okay. Let's just go along for the ride. But the reason we print our lyrics is to make the most out of this time together. All my singing students know that a game plan, a printed lyric sheet with a game plan for all the steps you're going to take at every part in the song, this is a game changer. And so this is the formula we use, or that I use, to approach just about every song that I work on, whether for a student or just for myself. So we are working on To Make You Feel My Love today, and if you don't have the lyrics printed, go ahead and pull them up on a second device if you have one, phone, computer, what have you. Maybe this live stream can go up in the corner while you have the lyrics on your phone if you've just got one device. We'll work it out. We'll work it out some way. And hopefully you're familiar with this song, because remember, we do not have time to work on things like learning a new melody. We're fitting about a month's worth of lessons into this one session. Woo! Free workshop! But that means we have to go really quickly, and we're gonna definitely forget things if we don't make notes. So let's begin now by choosing a key. And I believe I went with A. Okay, you know what? I'm seeing my phone is unplugged just in case there's any type of issue. Good, okay. I'm gonna stand. This chair is not cute today. Alright, first let's sing one time through, just to get a real quick refresher if you haven't heard the song recently, but you kind of know. When the rain is blowing in your face, and the whole world is on your case, I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue. I'd go crawling down the avenue. Adele, sorry. There ain't nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. The storms are raging on the rolling sea and on the highway of regret. The winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. Nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you to make you feel my love. To make you feel my love. Awesome. So that's our refresher. You may have noticed, oh, her eyebrows are going up right there. Or like, oh, she really opened her mouth right there. So those are all things that we're about to talk about. Let's go ahead and dig in right now. I want to start with the most simple note that we have today. Not necessarily the most simple thing to do, but the most simple note to add. And that's 4 big breath marks. This is another song where the songwriter, thank you, Bob, has done us a big favor, and it is very obvious where to breathe in this song. Pop and some other genres like that, that's where it gets complicated, figuring out where you're going to breathe, because all the studio magic has done so much for the track. That would not happen in a live show. But thankfully with classic songs like this, a lot of time the breathing is set up very intuitively. So we don't have to talk about where to breathe today, but I want to talk about 4 places and the how. And those places are in the chorus. I want you to make an X or choose a different mark that means breath to you. Maybe make a little key like I've made here. Oh, that's not even a very good key, Sarah, so that wasn't a great example. But make an X or some kind of mark in these 4 places. First X, before the word I, at the beginning of the first chorus. I know you haven't made your mind up yet. We're putting an X before that line. Next X is going before the second line of that same section. I've known it from the moment that we met. Put an X before that line. Jump to the next chorus. Put an X before the line, the storms are raging on the rolling sea. And jump to the next one. There's not another chorus. Go to lines down and put an X before the winds of change are blowing wild and free. So we have 4 of these marks. One is right before I know you haven't made your mind up yet. Right before I've known it from the moment that we met. Right before the storms are raging on the rolling sea. And right before the winds of change are blowing wild and free. Those marks we just made are breath marks. It's obvious that they belong there, but it's the how that I want to talk about. We need big old deep breaths for these lines of the chorus. These are the most challenging lines of the entire song, probably because they're the highest and loudest notes. That's my guess. So we need extra big breaths before these lines. Here's with shallow breathing. Still be pretty, but I'm not reaching my full potential. I know you haven't made your mind up yet. Immediately transition transformed by a bigger, deeper breath. So let's practice these 4 breath marks in these 4 places. First chorus. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I will never do you wrong. Big breath coming. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. Let's move on to the next chorus. Deep breath. Storms are raging. The storms are raging on the rolling sea, and on the highway of regret. Deep breath. The winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. Very nice. Okay, I want to stop here and make a note. For singers with lower or higher voices, it is okay if this song is not feeling super comfortable for you in this key, because this is the key I chose, guessing on the average voice that would be attending today, but that does not mean that this is right for your voice. I choose a different key for my voice. Every time I learn a new song, I honestly do not look at the original key, because it is not important to me, because that key was chosen for a different instrument than mine. And I just don't need to fit into the original key, because my goal is to make the song my own. And to best do that, and to best support my instrument, it needs to be in the key that's right for my range. So that said, there are so many videos of this song on YouTube that are available for you to work with. You can type in Make You Feel My Love higher key, Make You Feel My Love lower key, Make You Feel My Love lower key karaoke if you want to sing without another singer and get used to singing alone. Make YouTube a resource, because it is there and it's ready and waiting for you, and it can be a big old educational tool. All right, we have made our breath marks, and we're going to come back to those later. Now I want to make some eyebrow marks. For me, I put a little arrow pointing up on my notes today. These eyebrow marks can be whatever you need them to be. They just need to look different from your breath marks. And we are putting them in 6 places. This is also regarding the chorus. The choruses only. So we have 3 marks to put in each chorus, and they are on the highest notes, because that's what we need to lift our voice up and come out on top of those notes, rather than reaching up for them and possibly falling flat. All right, first eyebrow mark. I know you haven't made your mind up yet. The word no. That's the first chorus. I know you haven't made your mind up yet. Second eyebrow mark. I've known it from the moment that we met. Still in the first chorus, on the word known. Third eyebrow mark, still in the first chorus, is at the end of that same line. That we met. That word met. So we have know, known, and met for our eyebrows in chorus 1. In chorus 2, eyebrows up on the word storms. First line of chorus 2. Third line of chorus 2, eyebrows up on the word winds. The winds of change. And then again, at the end of this line, same thing with the melody from chorus 1. The winds of change are blowing wild and free. Excuse me, eyebrows up on the word free. I don't think I've taken a breath in 45 minutes. Oh, that feels better. Good. Take a sip now, if you have not thought about it. Okay, so again, I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. Those are 3 places in chorus 1. Chorus 2. The storms are raging on the rolling sea, and on the highway of regret, the winds of change are blowing wild and free. 3 places in chorus 2. Let's practice using our eyebrows together now. Just focusing on eyebrows this time. Chorus 1. I know you haven't made your mind up yet. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind when you belong. You might notice my eyebrows go up more often. That is ingrained muscle memory from every time my voice goes up, my eyebrows go up because I have worked hard to attach them to each other. So that when I'm working on a new song or just doing a gig, if I'm doing a 4-hour gig and I don't want to think about my eyebrows the whole time, muscle memory can take care of that for me. Love muscle memory! Chorus number 2, the storms. The storms are raging on the rolling sea, and on the highway of regret. The winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. Very nice. There are eyebrow notes. We do have time, yes. Let's make a third kind of note. For my lyric sheet, I used a highlighter for this to have it stand out. And these notes are for space. If you've attended a workshop with me before, or if you're a past student of mine, you know what I mean by space. I mean simply opening your mouth, dropping your jaw, so that your voice has a resonant room to project out of, rather than singing through the wall of your lips or your teeth or your cheeks or whatever, your tongue, whatever's standing in the way. So these are space marks. I want you to make these marks in some areas all throughout the song. Here we go. Line 1, first line of the song. When the rain. Highlight that whole line. When the rain. When the rain. The reason we want space there is because the N in when the rain, the N's in when and rain could take over that whole line. And that's the first sound anyone's going to hear us sing on this song. So it needs to be rich, so rich. When the rain, N's love to take over the sound, but space will transform it. When the rain. If it's new to you, it's going to take a while to get used to that feeling. What will be most helpful is practicing in front of a mirror so you can honestly monitor the amount of space that you're using as you sing. Moving on, next mark. Last word of stanza 1. Love. 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 Love sounds better when this. To make you feel my love. That's better. A little quieter there, Zara. Love. We need space on that word. Jump to the last word of the next stanza. It is the word love again. Highlight that same word. We are in chorus 1. Highlight the same words. You've got an eyebrow. Actually, all 3. Yes, highlight all 3 words that you have eyebrow marks on. That's know, known, and met. We're going to attach eyebrows and space to those. Next word to mark for space is the word love at the end of the 4th stanza. The next word to mark for space is the word free. That has an eyebrow mark on it already. And lastly, the final word of the song, love, again. Especially because this is the last sound that your audience will hear if you're singing for an audience or for yourself. This needs to be very rich. So first sound of the song, last sound of the song. Always give those extra attention. because it's a first impression and a last impression, and they're very important, especially if you are work in the music industry or working towards a career in the music industry. Okay, let's practice space on all those places we just marked. When the rain. When the rain. Very slow, very stiff for now. When the rain, when the rain. Now let's get used to it. When the rain, when the rain, when the rain. Very nice. Let's move on to the word love. Make you feel my love, 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 love. There it is. Love, love. Keep getting used to it. Love, love, love. If that's too low for you, to make you feel my love. You can go right there. To make you feel my love. Next line. Next word is love again. Love, 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 love. There it is. I keep pushing it too hard. Love, love. Let's move on. I know. I know, I know, I know you have, I know you haven't, I know you haven't, I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. I've known. Important. That we met. Do that with me again 6 more times. That we met. That we met. That we met. That we met. 2 more. Space, space, space. That we met. That we met. Good job. The next one is love. Next one is free. Wild and free. 7 times. Wild and free. E. Weird vowel to put space on. Let's do it without space. Wild and free. Do you hear that pointiness? It's just like poking you in the ribs. No, thank you. So we need more space on that to make it rich instead of just pointy. Wild and free, free. Try just free with me. Free, free, free. Feel that relaxed jaw. Free, relaxed throat. Free, free. And you'll feel the sound just blow up in there too. 5 more times. Wild and free, wild and free, wild and free. 2 more. Wild and free. Last time. Wild and free. And the last word of the song, love. To make you feel my love. 6 more times. To make you feel my love. To make you feel my love. The longer you hold your mouth open, the richer it's gonna stay. To make you feel my love. 2 more. To make you feel my love. Last time. To make you feel my love. Very good. I think we need to stop with notes for today. So let's try this once through. And this time through, we're going to think about... This time through, we're going to do just the choruses. Yeah, that'll be more efficient. We're going to do just the choruses right now. And we're going to think about breath. So our big breath marks. And eyebrows. That's the combination we're practicing. Breath and eyebrows on the choruses. So a deep breath to start out, right? And then our eyebrows are going to be up in the air. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. Breath. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. Good job. We're going to the next chorus. The storms are raging. Deep breath and eyebrows. The storms are raging on the rolling sea and on the highway of regret. The winds of change. I forgot a deep breath. And on the highway of regret. Deep breath. Job. We're going to do those same choruses again, and we're going to add to that equation. Did my computer really just shut down? Oh, that is not cute. If so, we're going to add to the equation space. Breath marks, eyebrows, space. What's nice about these choruses is that our eyebrow marks line up with our space marks. So when your eyebrows are up, your jaw should also be down, like a wide, pleasantly surprised face. And it might sound and it might feel and look silly at first, but when you're singing this song and doing it amazingly and feeling amazing while doing it, you won't care about if your face looks like a little too surprised, because you'll just be having a good time and your audience will just be having a good time. So let's try these choruses together. Wide face because our eyebrows are up and our jaw is down for open space, and deep breaths. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. All right, next chorus. Deep breaths, eyebrows, space. The storms are raging on the rolling sea and on the highway of regret. Deep breath. The winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. Okay, I can't believe my computer did this to me. Oh, but we're getting back in. And let's continue. Now we're going to go through the whole song, focusing on our space marks and our eyebrow marks. Don't worry about the breaths for now unless you're able to remember them. Space, eyebrows, top to bottom. Here we go. Let's take a sip of water first. All right, this has been great today. We are almost done. Thanks for sticking around, hanging out with me, and doing some singing. Space, starting out on the first line. When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a space and eyebrows. I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue. I'd go crawling down the avenue. There is nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. The storms are raging on the rolling sea and on the highway of regret. The winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. There's nothing I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you to make you feel my love. To make you feel my love. Good job on space and eyebrows. All right, y'all, now's the time. We're going to go through one more time, thinking about all of these things. If you'd rather just put the notes down for now and just feel the song while we're singing it and just enjoy experiencing your voice coming out of your body, that's fine too. If you'd rather really go for it and put all these tools to use at once, we're going to try to think about all of these notes at the same time. So follow those lyrics all the way down to the end of the song. Looking at space, starting out especially, deep breaths, eyebrows up in the air, and most of that's happening on the choruses. All right, ready to go? This has been a great workshop. I'm so glad we could sing this song today. It's one of my favorites. And here we go from the top. Living it up, living it up. I'll even give us a little introduction. When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. The evening shadows and the stars appear, and there's no one there to dry your tears. I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. Deep breath. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. There's nothing I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you to make you feel my love. I'm not even singing the right lyrics. Let's do the second chorus. Deep breath. The storms are raging to the ends of the earth for you, to make you feel my love, to make you feel my love. Good job, my friends. You singers, thanks for singing with me today. If you've enjoyed this free workshop, you can help me offer more opportunities like this by donating to my virtual accounts. The link is in the title, the description for this event. It's in the description on the event itself. It's all over the place. Hit that link, Popple Me, SMD Underground. You will find all of my virtual accounts. You will find us on your streaming services, and you will find us on social media, as well as all my contact information that you can save. So hit that link, and you can take all that info with you wherever you go and have it all in one place. I love that thing. So thank you so much for donating today, but thank you most of all for being here with me today and for giving this gift to yourself and to your instrument. It deserves your time and attention and your care, and you deserve moments like this where you invest in yourself for the sake of yourself. So thanks for doing that with me today. If you want to stick around, I'm going to sing this once through and see if what of my own style comes out. You're welcome to check out now. You're welcome to have a cool down and just listen to me sing. You're welcome to sing along. But our workshop has ended, and this is our goodbye, and I'm going to sing us out now. Thanks for being here with me today. And let me know what song we should work on in April. When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear, and there's no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met, wrote out in my mind where you belong. I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue, I'd go crawling down the avenue. There's nothing that I would not do to make you feel my love. The storms are raging on the rolling sea and on the highway of regret. The winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. I'd go crawling down the avenue, go to the ends of the earth for you, to make you feel my Have a great evening, friends.